Idea space. The final frontier.
Amy, let's pick up where we left off the last part.
Will do. So let's go back to what we have seen before, the string of white pearls that serves as a review of the first 3 parts of this video series, plus we have a folder as well, so let's add more folders to this, with these white pearls owning their respective folders.
But why is...
Let me answer your question before you even ask it. For I can do that, for I am able to know your thoughts.
Wow.
For I am quite certain your question was, why is this arrow call out on a different side, left of the string, versus all those other ones, right of the string? Am I right?
Double wow. That was it. Can you read minds?
No, certainly not. Only God can do that. But I do know you quite well and often can predict what you are thinking. And to answer your question will require me to give a bit more philosophical answer, that is before delving back down into the minutiae of how portals would actually do this. One may recall that, back in part 1 of this video series, there was a brief discussion on how a picture is worth 1,000 words. As such, one might use the current term, infographics, to reflect that idea. And since one can find much on that topic, there then is little need for me to expound on it here, other than to say that, being able to automatically, and quickly, create effective, and I might add attractive, infographics on demand, is a key portal's tenet. That said, there may be some benefit here, in explaining, albeit at a top level, just how portals is able to accomplish this, and, at the same time, without having to require the development of huge amounts of human-produced, and as such, very expensive, computer code, to make all that happen. So as one does not have to become a Rembrandt to be able to produce high quality, as well as aesthetically pleasing, infographics. But instead, portals can do that for them. And on demand. And the way it does this is by employing 3 levels of artbots. Level 1 is called the Resident Rembrandt, Level 2, the Smart Artist, or Smart Art, and Level 3, Stunt Cards. And all 3 work together to, reliably and quickly, produce high-quality infographics on demand. And let me go into a bit more detail on how all this works, starting with Level 3, Stunt Cards. Many may be familiar with what are often called stadium card stunts, that one might see at a large stadium, such as a typical football stadium, where large pictures are created by people in the stands, each one of them having one or more large cards of a certain color, which I am calling stunt cards, which serve as pixels in an image, which they hold up on cue, to form a large picture, as one can see here. But in portals, these stunt cards do not just contain one color, and thus, act as just a single pixel in some image, but rather has an entire UniML icon, so as to serve as a basic graphical component, much like a puzzle piece in a jigsaw puzzle, as part of a larger picture, that being the overall UniML diagram. For example, here the icon is a white pearl, along with its corresponding name bubble and its name. Thus an icon can have several more basic UniML symbols that make up that puzzle piece. But it is the smart artist that serves the role as the stunt coordinator, and assigns to each stunt card parameters such as the stunt card number to be displayed, its magnification, and its order of being drawn, as well as other parameters, such as its location on the string, or on the diagram at large. And then, as the overall figure is being drawn, it calls out when a stunt card then needs to draw itself, in accordance with those assigned parameters, and in the prescribed drawing order of all of them. For example, just by simply changing the magnification parameter for a given white pearl, the smart artist, acting in the role of stunt coordinator, can transform a normal white pearl into a Pearlzilla.
By the way, I can speak, and in my very own voice too, and my name is Kimberly. And I can move my arms as well, and this is called articulation, in UniML speak.
Hey, Kimberly, I think you meant to say articulation.
Yes, that is correct.
I can speak too, and my name is Brian.
Hi Kimberly, Hi Brian, welcome to our little chat.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi Amy. Hi Kimberly. Hi Ron.
Hi Amy. Hi Ron. Hi Brian.
So now that we have all had our proper introductions, let me continue. And getting back to stunt cards, and what UniML symbols can be drawn as a stunt card, and what ones cannot. A white pearl, as I have already previously have shown, can, as well as a PRN tag, but not say, the string, for it, being long and perhaps having bends, must be routed over a large span of a UniML diagram, though the start of string symbol, which is localized, can also be drawn merely as a stunt card. Neither can a footnote line, which too must be routed, can be drawn as a stunt card, but its owning comment bubble, being localized and as such having no need to be routed, can.
I, Eric, and hi everyone, can be drawn as a comment bubble as well, for not symbols can be localized as well.
Hi Eric, thanks for pointing that out.
And a folder can be drawn as a stunt card, as well, for even though it may be large, it still is localized, and, as such, does not need to be routed.
As is its contents, but they are drawn after the folder is drawn, for drawing order matters.
But swim lanes and crosswalks are not drawn as stunt cards, for, spanning the entire model and even, perhaps, beyond a model, they are not localizable.
Which brings us to the subject of layers for different UniML constructs, be they stunt card drawable icons, or others, are drawn on some layer, the layers defining an overall drawing order, though all the items on a layer have their own drawing order as well, so that there is an overall drawing order, which in turn defines occlusions, in that things drawn earlier can occluded by things drawn later. So folders, which tend to be occluded by their contents, are drawn on their own layer, followed by a crosswalk layer, which occlude folders, followed by a swim lane layer, which occlude both folders and crosswalks, followed by a string layer, which occlude all those, followed by a feature layer that occludes all those drawn on those lower layers, and so forth. But this part 9 is getting long, so let me defer discussing the other two art bots, the Smart Artist, and the Resident Rembrandt, to a subsequent part in this video series. And, as usual, links, as well as chapter listings, are in the description box below, and the background music features 2 of Ron's improvs, Debussy-2, a take on the popular sheet music/CD series, Music-1, I Gather, and Harpo Polo, Cute. So that's all, for that is for this part 9, bye.
And bye from me as well, Brian.
And from me too, Eric.
And also from me, Kimberly. And by the way, Amy, you forgot to mention Ron's other, middle, piece of background music here, Cinematic Sentiments, which I rather liked.
Okay, I guess we've had enough goodbyes, so let's end this here. And thanks, Kimberly.
You're welcome.